What's up, YouTube? Mike back here with another deck profile, continuing Battle City. We get to Kaiba, and Kaiba, he sure updates his deck a lot from Duelist Kingdom. There's still a couple cards he used from Duelist Kingdom, but a lot of them, he's gotten a lot of new cards. But anyway, let's see what he's got going on. So, obviously, we played 3 Blue Eyes, not a Kaiba deck without 3 Blue Eyes. And then his newest dragon, Yozan Rue. 2100, 2800 defense, 7-star. Contributes 2100 attack. Not great, but you can use it with some spell cards, and it could work pretty well, as we'll talk about a little later. And then Gadget Soldier, 1800, 6-star. Not great, but he played it. And then he has a lot of really strong normal 4-star monsters. He has a lot of really strong 4-star monsters in general. Starting off with his highest attack point monster, Vortex Raider, 1900 4-star. If you open up with this card, it's great. Same with X-Head Cannon, 1800 attack. Kind of goes with its XYZ theme he's playing. And then La Jane, Battle Ox, and Ryu Kitchen Powered, all returners from his Duelist Kingdom deck. 1800, 1700, 1600. What else is there to say? And then Soggy the Dark Clown, good crutch card target. He has a little bit of a better way to get out crutch card in this deck, just with spell card he plays. And then his big boss monster being Obelisk the Tormentor. He tried to go into this as soon as possible. He loved this card. Almost loved it more than Blue Eyes, but his vision when he was playing Ishizu said that Blue Eyes was his true card. I don't know what else to say there, but yes, he tried to get this out as much as possible. And at the God card, figured it out. Almost GG. So let me play the 3 Thunder Dragon, and I love this card because it's so easy to get out. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon in the extra deck, just because of their effect. You can discard and add 2 Thunder Dragons from your deck to your hand. So you can get out Twin-headed Thunder Dragon much more easier, especially playing 2 Polymerization in this deck. That's just really easy to get out. Then we have Kaiser Seahorse. To get out Blue Eyes, 2 tributes, tribute summon of a light monster. What else is there to say there? And then Death's Feral Imp. It was called Dark Gremlin in the anime, but right now it's called Death's Feral Imp. I think it was a normal monster in the anime. It has a flip effect. Select 1 card from your graveyard, add it to your deck, and then shuffle your deck. Not a super good effect, but it could come in handy if you get lucky. But 1800 defense is pretty good. And then Blade Knight, if you have 1 or less cards in your hand, goes up to 2000 attack. Good beater if you can get it out with less than 1 card in your hand. And then the other 2/3 of his XYZ being Y Dragon Head and G Metal Tank. And then his last monster card being Lord of Dragons, which I said earlier, it kind of continues with him through his whole Yu-Gi-Oh journey, I guess you can call it. And then onto his spell cards. Cost down. We've seen this card before. Reduce all levels of the monsters in your hand by 2 by discarding a card. 2 Polymerization just for the amount of fusions he plays. You actually don't need a Polymerization for XYZs. So I guess there's a added bonus for those cards. Silent Doom. I'd use this card on Gadget Soldier, Yozan Rue. If you don't have those in your graveyard, maybe Blue Eyes, but I wouldn't really waste it on something weaker just because it can't attack. It's just going to be blown apart unless you really, really need that. You're getting beat. You just need the extra protection. And then Fluto Summoning Dragon, obviously, it's a little bit hard to get out because you have to have this card, as well as Lord of Dragons, and then like up to 2 dragon cards in your hand. So it can be sort of hard to get out. Actually, really hard to get out. Rarely find myself using it, but he played it. You know how anime works. They get exactly what they need. Speaking of getting exactly what they need, I'll agree. And then really new card, Heart of Demise. I haven't played a lot of competitive lately, but apparently this card is really broken. I have not found that it's super broken yet, but maybe in competitive where the meta is so fast these days that this card is really broken. Basically, you have 3 cards in your hand. Your opponent cannot take damage for the rest of the turn. At the end phase, then your entire hand to the graveyard. So if you have no cards in your hand, use this card. You're not gonna neg any cards, so I guess it could be pretty good. But you can't special summon during the turn you play it. So if anyone finds a really broken use for it, please tell me. And then we have his last couple spell cards being Stop Defense in Duelist Kingdom. Soul Exchange is good for tribute summon monsters. Monster Reborn. Shrink combos well with Crutch card. You can either use it to shrink your opponent's monsters, have their attack, or have the dark monsters, the dark attribute monsters of this deck, and combo it with Crutch card Virus. So it's got a couple of uses. Ring of Defense, we'll talk about that when we talk about Ring of Destruction. Enemy Controller, not as good as the anime, but it has 2 effects. Target 1 face-up monster, change that target's battle position, or tribute 1 monster and take control of one of your opponent's monsters. So, not as good, but it's pretty flexible. And then Spell Absorption. I'm pretty sure it had a different effect in the anime, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. But each time a spell card is activated, gain 500 life points. Good for stalling. And then his 5 traps he plays. Interdimensional Matter Transporter just takes a monster out of play. You can avoid attack. Crutch card we already talked about. You guys know what that card's about. And then Ring of Destruction. So, target 1 monster your opponent controls that's less than or equal to their life points. Destroy that monster, and then you both take damage equal to that monster's attack point. But the way it combos with Ring of Defense is that Ring of Defense makes a trap that inflicts damage 0. So if you activate Ring of Destruction and Ring of Defense, and Ring of Defense being quick play, you can avoid damage while your opponent takes damage. And then his last 2 traps, Cloning. You can just clone a monster, same attack and defense and level. And then negate attack, pretty simple. I'll talk about his side deck first. These are 2 trap cards he played, but are not good. But since he played them, I just chose to side them out. If you guys want to play them, it's up to you. But Virus Cannon, you have to tribute monsters in order to send spell cards from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, and they get to choose a spell. So it's just not a great card. And then Final Attack Orders. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to attack position. I guess it has its uses, but I have not found any great uses in this deck for it. It just, these 2 cards end up being dead draws where you can play other trap cards that are better, or double up on cards that are better, like Polymerization. And then his extra deck, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 3 Blue Eyes. You'll rarely get it out, I promise you. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon you'll get out much more often just because of Thunder Dragon's effect. And then XYZ Dragon Cannon, since you rarely get all 3 out in the field at a time, I play these. Just combinations of 2 of them, so they're a little easier to get out. And they all have pretty good effects. I won't go through all of them. But anyway, that was my Battle City Kaiba deck. It's a fun deck to play. I find myself playing this deck a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy this deck as much as I do. Anyway, that was the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.